my name is Janet and welcome to the 21-day series, The Healthy Benefits of a Daily Yoga Practice. And today is day 19. So each day of this 21-day series, I focus on a different aspect of your wellness, of taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. And on day 19, we're going to focus on our hands and feet. We use our hands to reach for what we want. We use our feet to keep moving forward in life. So we'll learn a little bit more about the purpose of our hands and feet, how they're designed to move, and a really wonderful aspect which is called reflexology. So let's start seated. Make yourself comfortable. I recommend that you sit on a blanket. So I'll grab a blanket here, and then we'll take the blanket and we'll fold it over one more time. If you'd like a nice big cushion, make that for yourself and have a seat on your mat. So first, a little bit about reflexology and then a whole lot of movement for your hands and feet. So when you look at your hands, a part of your hand is connected in some way, according to reflexology, with a part of your body. So as we look at the fingertips, that refers to the head, the brain, thoughts, headaches. So if you were to have a headache, you might squeeze your fingertips for reflexology, and maybe that would help to alleviate your headache. When we move down into this region of the hands, we start to get into like the middle knuckles here on the fingers. We start to get into the sinus area. The eyes come actually below that, this lower area, on these last two fingers here. Or the first two are the eyes and the last two are your ears. Eyes over here, ears over there. And of course each hand is pretty much the same. So as you move down the outside of the hand, you get to the arms and the shoulders, the outer part of your body. And as you move down the inside, you get into the neck and the nose area and toward the center of your palm. That has to do with digestives problems or the digestive system, so you can maybe give the palms of your hand a little bit of a rub. If your spinal column is bothering you, you might rub the inner parts of your palms, thumbs, right around the edge there. As we move down into the lower hand, that's the bladder. The outer part here is like the hips. So just think of that, and as you look down into the wrist region, that pertains to your reproductive organs. Now the feet follow along the same line. I'll kind of go a little faster. The top of the head, okay, and then down into the sinuses and the eyes, right down in there, and the ears, and along the outer part is a little bit of the spine, and then the arches would pertain to digestion, and as you go down a little bit lower, you kind of get into the lower back and down into all the way into the bottom into your reproductive organs. So even pausing, let's do that. Let's take one foot and just kind of give your foot a little massage, rubbing your toes and the ball of your foot, which relates to like the lungs and breathing. So if you're struggling in that, you might rub the ball of your foot and the little padding there. Moving down into the arch or getting into the stomach and the digestive part and around the outer edge. Moving down the outer edge of your foot and maybe along the arms and down the spine and all the way into the bottom. And hey, let's give the second foot a little bit of loving in that same way. So start with your toes and give your toes a little bit of rubbing. The word yoga, get into the balls of your feet, the ball of your foot, means union, the connection of the body and the mind. So when we think about reflexology, we're really connecting with our body and allowing our mind to be open, hey, to this possibility. Maybe you have some issues in your digestive system and you can't even just really rub your tummy, but you can rub the arch of your foot and maybe that'll help your tummy feel better. And as you go down further, you get into the heel. There you go. So go ahead and give that foot just as much love as you did the first foot. Fantastic. And then let's get the bottoms of the feet together. So bring them together to kiss each other, to come together to touch. And then lift up nice and tall. Begin to fold forward. Maybe your hands can be placed for support on the floor in front of you as you fold forward. You can drop your chin to your chest, rounding down. If you can, give your feet a kiss, or maybe that's not something you want to do, but if you can get down in there, maybe give the feet just a little bit more love. Good. And then use your palms to begin to walk yourself back up nice and tall. Sitting up nice and tall, let's send our legs right out in front of us. And maybe pull your seat back just a little bit. You can come off the blanket if you like. You're gonna get a nice stretch through the back of your legs. So if your legs feel really tender and you're really tight in the back of your legs, I have a great little solution for that. You can come off of your blanket and shift it forward, placing it beneath your thighs. And if you put it back under the backs of your thighs, then your knees won't be forced into too much extension, and that'll help the back of your legs feel better. And it might give you enough room so you can kind of lean forward, stretching down, reaching forward, rounding over your thighs. Perhaps the chin drops down toward your chest. You're going to give your back a gentle stretch. Good. And then come all the way back up. At this point, I'm going to take my blanket out because my hips feel pretty flexible, but if you want to stay on your blanket, you can. Let's come to seated and start to pay attention to our hands. So I started with the palms. Come back to looking at your hands. Your hands are considered an extension of your heart chakra. The heart chakra is the energy in your life, in your body that is of unconditional love. So let's take our palms and just look at them. And when we have pain in our body, we naturally use our hands to heal our body. So think about where your body is hurting, if there's any place that's hurting. If your knees are hurting, place your hands on your knees. If it's your lower back, reach behind you, place your hands on your lower back. Maybe you're finding some tightness in the neck and the shoulder region. So place your hands wherever you're feeling discomfort today. Maybe your heart is hurting or you have a headache. And then close your eyes with whatever choice you've made, tummy ache maybe. And imagine, use your imagination to take the energy from your loving, unconditional loving heart and place it into your own body. And take good care of yourself by sending healing love through the palms of your hand. This healing energy is used in a massage technique, which can be physical touch or even away from the body, called reiki energy. We all have it, so let's use our hands for that. Take a couple breaths, just healing your body with the energy in your hands. And then open your eyes if they're closed. And bring your palms together to touch and begin to rub your hands together to create friction, to create some energy. And then let's take our palms with that heat energy and place them just away from your face, but not quite touching, even closing your eyes. And observe if you can feel the energy of heat radiating from your palms. And then bring your hands close to touch your face and gently draw your hands down your face, down your body, to your hips, maybe touch your lower back, sweep the hands over your legs, all the way down, and bring your hands to connect with your feet. And then open up your eyes. And once again, the hands will come in front of you. Let's tick-tock the palms gently side to side, just noticing the movement that you feel there. The movement in your hands is actually, the strength is originating from the musculature of the lower arms. So if you feel some sensations there with these movements, that's completely natural. Good. And then take your hands straight out in front of you with your fingers pointing up. Flexing the hands, take your right hand on top of the left, face down, and start to pull your left fingertips back towards your wrist. Now if you're really tender, bend your elbow, or if you can, straighten the left arm. You're really going to get stretch for your wrist. Nice. We'll take that in the opposite direction. We'll take the left fingers, point them down, take your right palm, and pull the left fingers back toward the wrist. Just like that, feeling the great stretch. Here's where you become really aware of the muscles in the forearm that move your fingers, that move your hands. Good, let's do that same stretch on the second side. So release the left palm, send your right palm out with the fingers up, left hand on top of the right, and just pulling back. Try to straighten the right arm more for more, or if you need less, soften your right elbow. Take care of your body. Do it in a way that feels nurturing, that feels good. Ease into it. It's very common to have things going on with the wrists these days. We're so often, let's take the wrists and point the right fingertips down, left hand will come under and pull back. So if you have a job where you're on the computer, if you're a writer, or you love to play video games or something like that, you might be really tight in the wrists, and these movements can help to loosen up some of that tightness. Good, let's release it and take the hands in a circular fashion. So bring your palms back out in front of you, fingers point up, and circle out toward the pinky fingers. And take the hands down and circle them back up. Just making little circles with your wrists, circling out. Nice. Do a couple more. Does one move more easily than the other? Maybe so. Then come back to center. Let's start the circle in the opposite direction. So with your hands out and flexed, begin to turn your thumbs inward, drop your palms down, and circle them inward. There you go. A bend in the elbows helps make the movement a little bit easier. So take that if you like. Good. Good. Now take your hands out and reach them all the way up. Look up and reach up through the right side of your body. Reaching your right hand as if you're reaching for some fruit on a tree. I'm here in Florida, so maybe it's a Florida orange. Good. Keep stretching and reaching, and then soften through the right side body, and then take the left hand and reach. It's like you're reaching up for an orange now with your left hand. Reaching through the left side of your body. Good. And then come back to neutral with both arms high. Circle the palms out wide and bring them to touch on either side of the mat, on either side of your body. Crawl your left palm out and place it firmly down. Reach your right hand up. Bend your left elbow towards your body and take a lateral or side body stretch over to the left, extending through the right side of your body. You might begin to tilt your gaze up underneath the right arm and go a little further as you breathe out. 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out one more time. Inhale. Stretch over on your exhale. Good. On your inhale, come back up to center. Let's do the other side. Right hand comes down. The palm might walk out a little bit. Bend the right elbow towards you. Reach the left hand high. And then start to stretch through the left side of your body. Bring the right elbow closer to your torso. Let's take 2 more slow breaths here. Breathe in. Bend further as you breathe out. Once more. Inhale. Deepest side body stretch as the breath flows out. Good. Inhale, rise up to center. Let's bring our awareness back down to the legs and the feet. So let's take the right hand to the right knee and pick up your right leg. Take the left hand to the right foot. Keep your right foot flexed and gently rock the shin, the leg, side to side. We're loosening up the hip on the right side. This is called rock the baby. I'll show you why. If you feel really flexible in your hips, you might be able to bring the leg closer to your body. You might take the left arm around the right leg, right arm underneath the thigh, underneath the knee there, or by the knee, and gently. Now you see why it's called rock the baby. I'm pulling that leg in close to my body, the right leg, so it looks like I'm holding a baby in my arms. A few breaths here, just feeling the release in your hips. I'd like to say this, it's silly and it's fun. Congratulations, you have twins. So let's go ahead and release that baby and pick up the other one so the right leg kind of comes underneath you. And then we'll take it slow, left hand to the left knee, right hand to the left foot. We want to keep the left foot flexed to take care of the knee on the left. This muscle right here stabilizes the knee or helps too. And so we loosen up the hip on the left side by easy rocking side to side. Good. We'll take some time here as we pull that baby close to heart, wrapping the right arm around the left leg and the left arm kind of circling under so I can hold my leg like a baby. If your hips give you permission, give you that much space, if not, just do what you did originally and stay with that and loosen up your hip. And do you notice the benefit to your lower back? Whenever we can loosen up our hips, we also can loosen up our lower back. So once we've loved both babies evenly, we can let that baby go, just letting it go. Awesome. I'm going to finish on the back. So as you come to lying on your back, you might need to place a pillow beneath your head. I'll take my blanket. I'll unfold it because I don't need much, but just a little elevation for my head. And place it back there. And then when you're ready, come on down to lying on your back. Ah, feels good. If you want, you can take your blanket, fold it a little bit and create a little support for your neck. Try it if you like. And then pull your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Give your body a gentle rocking motion side to side. Feels good on your lower back. So we're gonna finish up with just a couple of little things. Happy baby, of course. Reach between your legs and grab your feet. So your hands hold your feet. And then you draw your knees down and out. Try to push your back onto the mat and pull the knees down. And if you rock side to side, this becomes happy baby posture. Feeling happy in happy baby pose. Good. And then come back to center and hug your knees back into your chest. Awesome. Let's finish with sleeping tiger. I actually think I'm going to lose my blanket. I think it's kind of bothersome at this point. I'm going to take the legs straight up, the arms straight up. This is sleeping tiger. Feels good. So in sleeping tiger, we are doing a kind of a reversal of the fluids that can form or build up if your hands ever get swollen or your feet ever get kind of swollen. This posture helps to release that. And while we're here, let's have some fun with it and make some circles with our wrists out. So circle your wrists in. Coordination, right? Then leave the hands up and circle your feet out. And circle your feet inward. Good. And then just relax for a moment here, enjoying the elevation of your hands and your legs. And then draw your knees back into your chest. Give them a squeeze. You can take a Shavasana relaxation pose here if you like, or come to seated if you're ready. And then bring your hands to prayer position in front of your heart. Look down at your hands. You have healing power in your hands. I hope you use the energy of your hands to share your love and reach for what you want in life. And then with your feet, look down at your feet. And I hope you use your feet to keep moving forward in life. I know occasionally we have a setback, we take a step back. Maybe we shimmy to the side and take a lateral movement to the side to get out of the way. But then continue to move forward. Let your feet move you forward and your hands give you what it is you want. Namaste. I thank you for sharing this practice with me. I hope you'll share the channel Free Yoga Club with your friends and family and provide me with any thoughts or feedback about the class. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Thank you.